and Luke Falk, among others.
We analyzed 8 of the top quarterbacks.
What'd you find?
What'd
you find?
Well, I think it can be a historic draft. I love this group. I think it's very diverse from how they play. I think we have different sizes. We have different athletic skill sets. We have different intangible skill sets.
Yes.
I think there's 2 that are ready to play right away in Darnold and Rosen. I think he'll differ on one of them.
Right.
I think Josh Allen is a unbelievable talent, off the charts talent. I think it's still raw and unharnessed. I think it needs to be.
What in particular?
He grew up in a town of 7,500. He went to a small junior college and went to a small school.
Wasn't that Carson Wentz too?
Yeah, but Carson Wentz is an outlier. Just because it happened one time doesn't mean it's going to happen every single year.
Okay.
But bigger than that, I think that he just needs to be introduced and brought along slowly of something bigger than what he's been a part of. I think there is this, he resorts to this power under pressure, and that's where the completion percentage drops a little bit. He'll throw you a rocket from me to you because that's what he's always known to do.
Right.
Give him time to grow and to see the game through an NFL lens and be coached by an NFL teacher every day and see another guy do it and see kind of the nuance of the game, and you could have something special there.
I think that when you look at the metrics for Josh Allen, you have genuinely, I can say,
yes,
he's arguably the strongest arm ever in the history of the NFL.
Are you serious?
You'll be blown away by our testing on him. Blown away.
So his average release velocity in all the tests that we did was 72 plus miles per hour. That's complete insanity. So insane. I'm like, that can't possibly be true. When he's feathering the ball over the second line of defenders in a test that we call firm with arc, he's still throwing it 50 miles per hour. He's getting rid of the ball in terms of release and separation. 0.4 of a second is the elite category you need to be in for the NFL. He's in 0.38 seconds. He throws great on the run. He throws great with pocket mobility, resetting his platform. He is a physical specimen, I can say, unlike anything the NFL has ever seen. Now, that rawness and that completion percentage, he only completed 56% of his passes. It's a very misleading stat. Brett Favre only completed 52% of his passes in college. I think that you have, when you level it and take away spikes and take away intentional grounding, it actually goes up to 65+%. Those kind of stats are very misleading. If I'm a GM and I'm sitting back, I'm saying I can't teach this kind of raw talent. If I draft him and put him on the sideline for a year and a half to let him develop, you have something that no one else has ever had.
You know what the NFL lacks as much as anything right now? The culture of the NFL, the media of the NFL, and the coaches of the NFL?
What is that?
Discernment. And that's exactly what it's going to take to make Josh Allen great, is discernment.
What do you mean by that?
It's going to take a GM, an owner, a GM, head coach that says, okay, we know we're getting something unbelievable here, but we cannot, no matter what, throw him out there too soon. No matter how good it looks in practice, no matter how much the quarterback coach says he gets it, no matter how much it looks good day in and day out, we have to be discerning enough to not be knee-jerk and throw him out there too soon. If we can give this kid a year, 1 year of just sitting and watching, and then maybe even year 2, kind of baby step it, now you could have something special. But the NFL lacks that.
But at the top of the draft, Trent Dilfer and John Brenkas here for NFL Network Soul and Science. Here
I know what you're going to say.
Ace Keenum. But John, you mentioned, or the two of you, that there was a disagreement about the top of the draft here. Who do you think that might be separate from what Trent thinks based on your evaluation?
I'm very, very high on Josh Allen.
I just heard that, but right there.
I mean, Trent would be much higher on Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's great, and he's awesome out of the box. We certainly blow away the myth that he has this slow looping release. I don't even know where it started. Somebody said it, and then it kept being perpetuated. But he has a quicker release than Derek Carr and even Jameis Winston. So he's walking into the NFL ready. I think that what's interesting about this draft is I feel it's very similar to the 2012 draft. In 2012, you had Andrew Luck, you had RG3, you had Russell Wilson,
Kirk Cousins.
You had Brock Osweiler, you had Nick Foles. 2 of those guys have gone on to win Super Bowls, neither of which went in the first round.
Correct.
I think when you look at, we got Falk, we have Mason Rudolph, you have guys that are flying. We've put you through a bunch of tests. Now, you ready to have some fun?
Absolutely.
This is our Soul and Science Shootout. The Soul and Science Shootout is simple. Hit an 8-foot-high crossbar located 35 yards away. Seems easy enough, but it's harder than it looks. Each quarterback only gets 1 chance to hit it.
Can you nail it? Let's see what you
hit it.
got. Oh, we got it! Oh, yeah!
Let's go, baby.
Boom!
Woo!
Central Valley in the house right there.
559, baby.